mini lesson, so it should only take about 15 to 20 minutes. It's pretty simple. It's over one skill versus an entire lesson as a whole. I do have to let you guys know, she is videotaping, so the whole lesson will be recorded. So if any of you guys have a problem with that, you can sit like over there or something, but that's what we're going to do today. So, today we are making a claim. Okay, so because I know Ms. Orta is such a good teacher, I'm sure you guys are aware of the expectations in the classroom, not robbing yourself or another student's opportunity to learn. So if you're distracting, you're not only preventing yourself from learning, but you're preventing other people as well. We are going to be talking about things that have two sides to it, so make sure to be respectful when we're going over like the agree and disagree things. Okay, so our objectives for today are the students. You guys will be introduced to the skill making a claim. I know that you guys probably have already been introduced to it before because you guys did the human rights issues projects and the papers as well. And then the students will understand and be able to write their own claim. So that'll be on the exit ticket we do last. So the skill we're focusing on today is making a claim. The definition that I found that was most accurate is to state something that is true or a fact, but it can't just be a fact. It has to be something that is factual and debatable. So the most common way to identify a proper or credible claim is it factual and can you debate it? Can you find resources? Can you find facts that will justify what you're saying? All right, so here are two examples of claims. One's a good
Because
it's an opinion. Could you find information on pizza being tastier? Like, could you find studies for that, resources, articles? Probably not. So this one would be a bad claim because although it is opinion, that is factual. If you truly do believe that pizza is better than hamburgers, it is technically factual, but you can't debate that. You can't find information or anything else that would back up your statement. So the second one says computers should not be used in class because it can cause a student to become distracted. Although you may not feel that way, I'm sure that if you went on the internet and you found articles that monitored classrooms where students who had computers in front. So this is what we're going to do today. We're going to do an agree and disagree activity. So that's what we're going to start with. That's the agree side. That's the disagree side. I'm going to put an example on the board that has two examples. It's not a big thing. So, all right. So the first example for the agree or disagree, I thought this would be fitting, is schools should make uniforms mandatory. Do you agree or disagree?
110%. 160%.
Actually, I don't know.
why is everybody disagreeing? I actually agree.
I mean, I can't say I'm surprised.
Just because everyone's disagreeing.
All right. Well, would you guys start then, since there's less of you? Why do you agree that schools should make uniforms mandatory? And I gave an example of how you guys could phrase it in case you're struggling. So why should schools make uniforms mandatory?
So I feel that schools should make uniform mandatory because it shows the school is united and like everybody, so we could stay focused on learning and not on what we're gonna wear and how we're gonna live.
Awesome. No, that's great, because if you were to find articles that said that students in school were surveyed and that they felt more school spirit because they had uniforms, that's a debatable claim, and he would be able to back that up with an entire paper. So that's a proper claim. All right, does anyone on the other side want to give a rebuttal? All right.
I don't like being like other people.
So schools should not make uniforms mandatory because you want to be an individual?
Yeah.
You feel like the uniforms remove your individuality? Okay, so schools should make uniforms mandatory because they're limiting your ways to express yourself.
I think the difference between a dress code and a uniform needs to be kept in mind. So if we have like free dress with a dress code, you can still be an individual with obviously rules that keep students safe.
Definitely, so you get freedom while still being able to respect each other by wearing things that are appropriate for school, but you're able to express yourself and wear what you want. Awesome, great. All right, so for the next example. So cyberbullying should not have in-school consequences. So let's say like a group of people went on Twitter and they were tweeting really mean things towards one person. The next day, should they get consequences in school, or should the school not be able to get involved at all? Yes?
You mean like the bully?
Yeah, so should the bully get consequences?
Like bullying in the same school?
Yes. So is the school allowed to handle things that happen outside of school like that? If someone was being cyberbullied outside of school, should the school have a chance to then
Is there like a middle?
have consequences? No, see, there's no middle, because you have to be able to back it up. I know. This is like one of the most. I know. This is like one of the most like controversial ones because. It means that you think that middle should not have in-school consequences. If you're on that side. Okay. So do you agree that schools should not have uniforms, or do you agree they should? So should not. So are you agreeing or disagreeing with the statement is what we're looking for? Are you agreeing with the statement or disagreeing? Disagreeing or agreeing? Sorry guys for the confusion. I'm not trying to. Alright, so then we'll start with the agree again. Why do you think that schools should not have in-school consequences for bullying?
Wait, is cyberbullying happening on school?
No, so let's say they went home and it was like 8 o'clock at night and they went on someone's Twitter and a bunch of kids were tweeting really mean things. Should the school the next day be able to punish those kids?
No, because it's not on school grounds.
Okay, and you could find articles to say that because it's not on school grounds, that students aren't being affected by it?
And being cyberbullied is an option because you can always turn off your phone.
Okay.
So it doesn't really matter after that.
Okay, that's actually a really good
Close
point.
your eyes.
You
Don't turn down the brightness.
Turn off the internet, the social media that it's on. Okay, what about on the disagree side?
I disagree with that because, I don't know, like, I'm watching this TV show on Netflix called 13 Reasons Why. I think the, like, main reason, well, not main reason, but, like, as I was watching, she committed suicide. And one of the reasons was because she was cyberbullying and bullied a lot. And a lot of it was obviously off campus. Because cyberbullying and bullying is, like, a big factor in why people commit suicide. So I think that they should be punished because if they just let it keep happening, bad stuff can happen. So, like,
No, very true. If the school as a whole is not a safe environment for a student, why would that student want to come to school? If all those bullies are in their classrooms, or not in their classrooms, even in the halls, why would they feel comfortable coming to school every day? So I'm sure you guys would be able to find resources and studies that could back that up either way, because not every student feels like their those consequences should be in school. And there's been police cases over this because schools don't want to get involved and they don't want to give consequences because it was off the ground, so they then turn it over to the police and give the bullying case to the police because they feel like they can't handle it. So, all right, and then the last one. So this one's a little more complex. So, students should have to study history and literature more than science and math. Do you agree or disagree? Agree. Yeah.
My heart is hurting right now.
You guys are gonna have to give a reason why you think that math and science should be studied more. So, yeah.
What about us think they should be studying more?
I don't know.
All you guys.
What is it?
Alright. Does anyone want to start? Either side? How about over here? Does anyone want to give comments? Okay.
I don't think we should study it more. I just don't think we should not study it.
Okay. So a lot of you guys are in the middle. You guys think we should study all of them. Does anyone have like a critical claim though as why one should be studied more than the other? Okay.
So I think history and literature should be studied more because so math and science keeps on evolving and more technology is being used, while eventually things like we're gonna have advanced things so we don't really know when we really don't need to know much science and math. But to history and literature, we can't have a robot or anything write anything with feelings or depth. So that's why literature, and then we need to teach people about history. So we gotta ensure we gotta give them information to not repeat the past mistakes.
Definitely. And what I like about this is you don't necessarily have to 100% believe in that side. It's about building a credible claim that you could back up. So even if you don't believe that totally that science and math should not be used in classrooms, he gave enough reasons and enough background information that he could write an entire paper off of that, even if he didn't feel 100% passionate about it. It's making a credible claim and being able to back it up. Your turn?
mean, this is just my opinion. I don't think, the only history that really matters to me is like the current news. Like, I mean, it's cool to learn about the past, but like, that's not gonna benefit, you know.
Like,
I don't know.
what about on this side? Whichever.
Okay, I think history is an important thing to learn because if you don't know the issues that happened in the past, you're gonna repeat them. And if you know what happened in the past and why, you can do things to avoid it. And I think that neither should be studied more than the other. They should all be involved because they're part of our education. Math's important. If you don't know how to act.
I'm an English major, so I only take literature classes. So I'm slightly biased towards this because English. Okay, cool. Alrighty, that is it for the agree and disagree activity. We're just gonna do the exit ticket, so you'll just need one lined piece of paper. Thank you guys. So we're just gonna type these back into the objectives. So you guys will be introduced to the skill of making a claim, which I feel like we accomplished already. And students will understand and be able to write their own claim. That's where this comes in because we're going to do an exit ticket where you'll complete 2 examples independently on your piece of paper. So your exit ticket should look like this. You're going to draw this out twice. You're going to pick a topic, so it can be any topic. So I'm just gonna do music class in schools. Sorry, I can't write. And I agree that it should be used because it allows kids to express themselves creatively while in schools. So then I would write that in the claim area. So you guys are each gonna do that, but you only have to do 2. So 2 topic, 2 agree, 2 disagree, 2 claims. And at the bottom, if you could just write on a scale from 1 to 10 how